Now you will listen the special update in English.
The authorities once again disallowed congregational Jummah prayers at Jamia Masjid in Srinagar today. The occupation Indian forces personnel blocked the gates to stop people from entering the historic mosque. On the other hand, ahead of Indian Home Minister Amit Shah's likely visit to the occupied territory this weekend, occupation authorities, apart from snapping internet service, have started a vicious campaign of checking, frisking and even seizing two-wheelers across the valley and Srinagar in particular. The bikers are being asked to collect their vehicles after October 26th. Mehbooba Mufti on her Twitter handle has reacted sharply over the bike seizing campaign and termed it a collective punishment and a means to snatch the livelihood of the youth. Indian National Investigation Agency continues its vicious campaign of raiding houses across Kashmir Valley. The sleuths of notorious agency, along with troops and police personnel, have raided several houses in Srinagar, Islamabad and Pulwama districts and seized mobile phones, laptops and files of the residents during searches. Meanwhile, a dead body of an unsound non-Kashmiri man was recovered under mysterious conditions in Janglat Mandi area of Islamabad district. Family members of recently martyred youth in Dragarh Shopian on Wednesday have refuted police claim of them being Mujahideen. Mohammad Yusuf Wani, brother of one of the martyred youth, Shakir Ahmed, told media that on fateful day, Shakir, a tractor driver, was at his work at local river stream till 9 am and around 9:30 am. He left for a court hearing in Pulwama, but later on they were shocked to learn that he has been killed in an encounter in Shopian. National Conference President Farooq Abdullah has called upon people to fight hate to save Jammu and Kashmir from BJP. Addressing party workers in Jammu, he said that BJP using hate as a weapon to win elections, and if hatred continues to grow, India's own disintegration cannot be stopped. Former Indian Minister and Congress leader Professor Saifuddin Soz has said that RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's remarks, wherein he exhorted people to take measures to integrate Kashmir with India, carries a signal that the Indian government has to follow what the Hindutva right-wing party proposes for it. Human rights groups which monitor atrocities against Christians in India in their freshly documented report have revealed that over 300 incidents of violence by Hindutva groups have been reported from across 21 states, particularly North India, in 9 months of this year.